Deep Threats Podcast. It is 1/4 of 23. I'm getting used to the new year and writing that down. I don't think any of us here are used to that yet. 4 days in.
Loser.
First show of the year.
Yep.
So this is episode 1 in 2023. We're going to be talking a whole bunch today with what's going on in the NFL. Most of it's going to be kind of news, and I don't think we really have anything for rumors. We're going to talk a little bit of the playoff talks and kind of get into a couple other things. That being said, it's just your simple hosts, KJAM, and our, what do we call you?
My name is Steve.
Optimistic.
I am.
Steve.
Except for this conversation.
And then our unorthodox guy behind the mic, JonnyG.
What's going on, everybody?
You
Happy
suck.
New Year.
All right. So that being said, we're going to probably just talk, like I said, about those few things. What our goal is from here on out, if you can't tell, we're trying to clean up the show a little bit and have a few more conversations in a cleaner manner.
Define cleaner.
Just making our points to the point.
No, I guess I would have to say I'm a very dirty individual in that aspect. Then.
I would agree. You were very sloppy and to the left and right. All right.
Yes.
So
what?
And you're right-handed, so you're probably to the left.
I am very much so left. Yes.
So okay.
She said.
That being said, let me get into Bo's breakdown to start the day, and we will go over the previous week's games. Let me see if I can pull this up here real quick.
Uh-oh,
spaghetti.
there it is.
All right, so we're gonna pull this up, and we're gonna go over Bo's breakdown. This one's for you guys, the fans. We had a nail biter in ATL between the Cardinals and the Falcons. Cardinals have the lead 19-17 with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but Desmond Ridder orchestrated a 67-yard push, which included a pair of third down conversions to set up Younghoe Koo's game-winning field goal.
Yunway.
I'm American. Deal with it. Making Koo the most recent Asian to hit a buzzer beater for 3 since Jeremy Lin. 20-19 Falcons.
Jeremy Lin reference.
Mahomes and company sputtered like an old jalopy. Still got to their destination. A W over the Broncos for the 15th straight time. Andy Reid is excited. Not about the win, but about the strawberry-flavored frosty returning to Wendy's. 27-24 at Kansas City. Teddy Bridgewater did his best to emulate Tua in the red-hot Miami offense scheme. He took the job too literally as he left the game with injury. Pats 23-20. Daniel Jones and the Giants did what they were supposed to do in the game where they had an opportunity to choke and didn't. Here's a picture of Daniel Jones after the game celebrating his win. Did you pull it up?
What, this one?
Yeah.
The Lego guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. He looks happy here. Probably because he went 19 of 24 for 177 yards, 2 passing touchdowns to go along with 11 scrambles for 91 rushing yards and 2 scores. 38-10 Giants. The Jacksonville Jaguars are under investigation. They may be part of a human trafficking ring with the Tate brothers. Nope, never mind. That's Trevor Lawrence. It's not an escort. And he's not being held against his will. Jacksonville did assault Houston. Houston is yet to file charges. 31-3, Jags. Saints won the time of possession game with a game inception within a game. Inception game. Minshew showed why he is still a backup quarterback. Pick 6. Philly now is a must-win situation if they want to solidify that number 1 spot. Shout out Luda. 20-10 Saints. I knew it was going to do that. Rather than talking about the unmentionables, in regards to Deshaun Watson and the Browns, we can talk about mentionables. We can talk something mentionable this season. They eliminate the the Commanders. Notable takeaways here is that Wentz is still as bad as ever, throwing 3 interceptions in a must-win game, 24-10 Browns. The Lions did their part, dominating the Bears with more than 500 yards on offense, 7 sacks on defense. The Bears should really focus on watching film. Oh, wait, they were watching film. New avatar? Wrong film, Bears. 41-10, Detroit, looking to make a playoff push. Speak of the Lions, the worse Rams do, the better the Lions pick. Sorry, I just swallowed there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry. Pause for swallow.
The better the Lions.
That's what I told my wife.
The Chargers helped in that endeavor by running the ball down the Rams' throat. Eckler had 120. That was not even in the joke. That's messed up.
I know.
Eckler had 122 yards and 2 touchdowns. I hope it's worth it, Rams. Totally is, and I'm just jealous as a Bears fan. That is Bo, not me. 31-10, Chargers.
You're not a Bears fan?
Stidham, more like stardom.
Oof.
365 yards, 3 touchdowns against the 49ers. Impressive. They still lost, though. CMC and Ayuk were too much to handle. 37-30 49ers. That is so hard to say.
Oof, that is a good one.
In what should have been an easy win. New York Jets corners held the wide receivers at bay, but that was about it. A guy known for being a walker ran the ball 133 yards on 23 carries. The tight ends were also targeted a bunch by Geno facing his old team. Revenge is sweet. 23-6 Seahawks.
Yeah.
Green Bay won 41-17 over the F-word Vikings. That's not F-word, it's frauds, fakes. Well, I guess you could say F-word. Steelers keep playoff hopes alive, beating the Ravens 16-13 with last-second heroics by Najee Harris. Mark Andrews showed up after taking several weeks off, catching 9 of 400 yards. J.K. Dobbins also ran the ball well against the stout Steelers defense as of late, but the offense stalled out multiple times. It's sad Lamar's proving his worth without playing. Brady to Evans was on fire after being down 0-14, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns, 10 receptions. He had eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark in the ninth consecutive season. He is a Hall of Famer to celebrate Tom Brady, and Mike did a photo shoot. Here's an image posed by Brady. Bucks cover 30-24. That one's for you guys. All right, that's Bo's breakdowns for the week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Poor Steve didn't get to see those images.
I didn't get to see any of it, guys. I'm running blind over
Hey, Johnny,
here.
you want to show the image of Daniel Jones first? That's Daniel Jones.
He is such a Lego.
And then this is Tom Brady and Mike Evans together.
Oh, okay.
I
Which, yeah.
Hold on.
don't get it. Bo's
Hold on.
So the outside legs or feet are Brady's. Inside feet are
Mike Evans, technically.
Well,
Technically.
it's
Don't ruin the
Brady's-
joke. Don't ruin the joke.
Yes. Do it. All right.
All right, so that's a breakdown for the week. Bo, good breakdown. I love it.
Well done, buddy. Well done.
I can't applaud that enough. It's so much fun.
Mike, I kept it clean. Oh, I didn't keep it clean.
It's so much fun
I
reading.
made a
that.
blowjob joke.
Oh yeah, Steve's never gonna keep it clean.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know who Polar Bear is, but appreciate you being here. Victor, I see you in chat, baby. Get in here.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk news today because I think that's kind of all we had for the previous week's games because there's nothing much else you want to talk about last week, is there? We're gonna talk about what the NFL's doing with the Buffalo game here soon. We don't have much information on that.
Yeah, they're not doing anything. They haven't made anything
we're gonna
yet.
talk about things that could happen. But why don't you get into the news? Then we'll bounce back and we'll talk about that game, and then we'll get into some fantasy talks, and we'll go from there.
Well,
and memes.
we're gonna do some memes. All right. So
We're not gonna forget your memes, bro.
we're not forgetting your memes.
After this, we might have to go to memes to get lighthearted.
We're gonna have to because we're about to get dark in here.
I would say, the past 3 weeks?
So T. Higgins.
That's what you're there for.
T. Higgins is innocent. We got people calling him an actual bad person because he made a football play. I disagree with that.
What is this referencing?
I mean,
Well, you didn't. You just said T. Higgins. Is
Bart
innocent.
Scott, who, if you're older than, I don't know, 30 years old, you remember him playing in the NFL. And I know we don't have that. Sorry, Jonathan. However,
I almost sent him that image
we
of Bart
should've.
Scott talking.
we should have sent the actual
trash
clip.
on T. Higgins.
Backdrop is sexy. Yeah, I love it. Anyway, Bart Scott said that T. Higgins is to blame for the whole thing, for all of it,
for DeMar Hamlin's injury.
for all of
That's
it.
what I'm saying. You haven't said.
Oh,
why.
DeMar Hamlin. Well, no, I have not. Sorry.
Okay, so
So for those of you who don't know, which I highly doubt that's anybody in chat,
maybe not everybody saw
DeMar
the game and they're
Hamlin
not on Twitter. You don't know.
is a defensive back for the Buffalo Bills who made a football move on was a Monday night against the Bengals, and he took a hit and he went down, made a tackle, it was high, whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to critique his tackling.
Well, I don't think he really took a hit. I think he was going forward.
Yeah, so you
T.
argued
Higgins
he didn't take a hit.
T. Higgins dropped his shoulder, and as he went to go wrap T. Higgins, he also pulled down. So he didn't take an exact direct hit.
No, he definitely moved with the contact.
Right.
Which, whatever. I mean, you do it all the time, right? I mean, that's
It's not like that he got hit.
It's not like he stood there like a
bounced
wall.
off and-
no,
Correct.
it's
Yeah.
not like like the bone crushing hits you see quarterbacks take from like a
Or
blitzing
Najee
corner.
gives the most corners.
Yes, or like even a Nick Chubb stiff arm.
Or Trent Richardson, what he used to do on the
Trent
Browns.
Richardson.
He used to just run over everybody.
Yeah, I mean, yes, quite literally any of those bone crushing hits. It wasn't even close to that. You just saw like, okay, it was a routine tackle.
Or the bus out of Pittsburgh.
Yep, Jerome Bettis.
Or Derrick Henry.
Palomalu.
You don't stand in front of you don't stand in front of Derrick Henry running.
Oh, we lose connection?
No!
Uh-oh.
This has been like the first time in like 2 weeks. We haven't lost stream at all recently.
Anyway.
I think Johnny's pulling plug.
I'm not connected.
SpaghettiOs. Hold on, guys. We're gonna be back. Don't cut the stream. You know what to do.
Can they hear us?
He's disconnecting the Wi-Fi, reconnecting the Wi-Fi. He'll have to just put it back up.
Can you hear us? They're not there.
Oh, speaking of that, let me flag that.
Yeah, we'll flag that one late.
Oh, I'm not recording.
Oh, well, now we know.
Well, now at the start of the record, he'll know. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Back? Are we back? We're back. Sweet.
We
All
back?
right,
We here?
so we should be back for you guys
Hello.
out there. We don't know when we lost Chad. We were talking about DeMar Hamlin.
Let us know in chat where we at.
And the kind of hit he was taking. We're just trying to say comparable to most of the guys in the NFL. Like you were talking Palomalu. I was saying Derrick Henry. I was saying the bus. Trent Richardson. Most of these guys gave bigger hits and took bigger hits in the NFL than what happened to DeMar Hamlin.
I agree. So it's not to take away from the severity of the incident, right? So they called it...
No, God bless to his family. God bless to all those people around. This is a situational conversation we're having. It has nothing to do with him or his family.
Nothing to do with it. It's a completely football situation. It's a football talk. It's not about... I mean...
The Hamlins.
Yeah, I mean, it's just about the incident, right? Because this could have, according to what everyone's saying, this could have happened to anybody. However...
I disagree with that statement.
Well... When it comes down to cardiac arrest, right? Because that's what they're calling this. It was a cardiac arrest. So his heart stopped.
Cardiac arrest is a symptom of something.
So those symptoms could be, according to World Soccer Talk, right? Because when you think of people dropping on a field, right? How many times did we hear about this in 2021? Literally, people were dropping dead during their sports: basketball, soccer,
track and field.
And typically it's high cardio stamina sports. You have to be running for a long time. You have to be doing something at an extensive rate for a long time. Oh, you did find it. Oh, I love that. I mean, so listen, I didn't hate Bart Scott, even though he ended up playing for the Ravens for a second. However, what he said was, can we say retarded? He was retarded. It was really, really dumb for him to say. Say it, do it.
No,
anyway, so typically, at least according to this article, a symptom of cardiac arrest, right?
Are you mental?
Is smoking, unhealthy diet, lack of exercise, and age. So that's like me.
None of the above.
That's like me, right? I'm former smoker, overall unhealthy diet, lack of exercise, and I'm old.
I mean, he's drinking Yangling.
That's true. After Guinness and then with Labatt. However,
I think he mixed them.
Don't judge me, okay? I don't care. Hey, Dan, yes, it is dial-up, all right? Well, he's still got nothing.
It is not dial-up. Well, tell him to turn his computer on.
Turn your stuff on.
Is it plugged in?
Anyway.
AOL.
So what they're calling this, right, overall is an arrhythmia. That's what this, at least this article calls it overall, is just an arrhythmia. But that's, I mean, according to definition, that's not it. Cardiac arrest, your heart stops. That's why they spent 9+ minutes with an AED, which, if those of you who don't know, is a defibrillator, which means you're literally having electricity shot through your body trying to rejolt your heart. So when you see the movies and they're in the ER and they got the paddles, it's that.
Clear.
Exactly. It's that on a different machine, on a handheld.
It's a portable.
Yeah. So
it's a portable defibrillator.
It is way more serious than what they're making this. I mean, I don't want to say what they're making this out to be, but what happened is, if they're going with this definition of cardiac arrest, it is the severity is way different, and the length of which he was unconscious, he was literally dead. His heart stopped, and they spent so much time.
Anywhere between 2 to 9 minutes. We don't know how long his heart was stopped or what the situation was. We just know between the time the ambulance got on the field and between the time he was taken off the field was somewhere between 2 and 9
The
minutes.
only reason why I say 9+ minutes is because I at some point, as you're watching it live, it's either Joe Buck or Aikman. They say, hey, they've been working on him for 9+ minutes of CPR. That's why I went with that. So if I'm wrong, by all means, correct me. But 9+ minutes of your heart not going, your brain is what happened? Shutting down.
Terrible word.
What's terrible?
He heard you say the
yeah, it is what it is. Whatever. I love you. Get offended. It's scary, right? Because he's 24. He's 24. He's a supreme athlete in the world. You have to assume his diet isn't awful. I mean, it's difficult to think that somebody in his shape, performing at a high level as he is,
playing on one of the best defenses in the NFL.
I mean, that's what happened from what seemingly
and he's 24 years old, right?
He's 24.
Yeah, he's young.
He's a kid.
So, all right. So that being said, though, I mean, so we talked about this has been happening in different areas around the world.
Now, to my knowledge,
different sports.
This is the first time. I mean, we've seen this in American football at this level.
In American football, there are other sports in America that this has happened in. There are other athletes between all levels of high school to professional, retired or not, that this has happened to. If you guys want to know, all references should be in the description down below in the chat. We did do our research. We did do our due diligence on this. This is something we both feel very strongly about. We feel that there's other causes for why this happened. We're not going to get into it on air. If you guys want to know in the chat, you're more than welcome to ask us in the chat. Now, I have no problem talking about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, but I just don't want to do it on YouTube.
Here's what the NFL is putting out, and here's what the NFL doctors are putting out. And if you want to do me a favor, Johnny, put that image up behind your brother. So there is a cardiac T wave, and we're going to put that right here.
Oh, word?
This circle right here is the T wave of your heartbeat, and that is your heart goes into a little pump, and then it goes into its main strike, and then it comes down, and it goes to reset itself. And the NFL said that right in this spot is where T. Higgins hit Damar Hamlin.
Oh, come on.
And that's the reason that his heart stopped.
Okay.
Now, the rarity of that happening is like less than 0.01%.
That's just...
And then on top of that, of all the hits taken in the NFL, this has never happened before.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
So you put 2 and 2 together. This, to me, is a storyline shoved down the pipeline that everybody has to say. And then you want to talk about the whole blaming T. Higgins, right?
That's unbelievable.
The NFL seamlessly, on every network, is blaming T. Higgins.
Now, I only heard Bart Scott.
There's more than just Bart Scott blaming T. Higgins.
Oh, no.
So why is this happening throughout multiple networks saying that T. Higgins shouldn't have leaned into him? He shouldn't have dropped his shoulder.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have done this. He's a damn wide receiver. You're going to tell every running back not to drop their shoulder and head?
Yeah, get out of here.
Like,
There's no way.
You're pushing through 2, 3, 4 defenders. Like, you just don't do it. So I'm going to say, and that's kind of where I'm going to leave it.
Can you bring up the Bart Scott? Is that going to play? Is that the video?
Yes.
Can we play that?
Oh, here, we'll play the Bart Scott video.
We'll,
if you have the video, we'll play the Bart Scott video.
Can they see it?
Yes.
All right.
So, hold on.
All right, bear with us for a minute. What's going on here? Hold on, we're getting to you.
Because it's playing through the computer, I apologize.
Oh, okay, so we just got to rearrange audio. Anyway, so what he flat out says he shouldn't have leaned into him. He should not have tried to brace himself for the hit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's one of those things where these talking heads don't know what they're talking about half the time, and they're just going to argue something because you know what? Here's what they're doing. Hey, you know what? I played hard when I was young. Let me pull that ladder up behind me.
Yeah.
So none of these kids can play the same way I played.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing. And it's stupid. And I'm going to be honest, Skip's probably being an idiot here too.
I mean, to an extent, right?
They don't make much sense anymore. I've
No.
just about had it with them, and that's kind of why I don't watch the First Take, or that's kind of why I don't watch Good Morning Football anymore.
Something happened where this is now the screen share, not that.
What is now the screen share? That video?
Yeah, my monitor.
You just have to change it in the settings. It happens. It's all right. It's all right. We'll move on. We don't need to talk about this anymore. There's not much more we're going to talk about with this game. The only thing I'm going to say, this is the Buffalo-Cincinnati game. The NFL has suspended this game until further notice, and by suspended, that means everything stays where it's at until further notice. So that means all players stay where they're at, all the marks stay where they're at. They come back on the field. They have it on camera. They know where everybody was standing, and that's how they're going to set it up. So that's what suspended means in the NFL. And they had already adjusted the Cincinnati and the Ravens game, which was to be determined this weekend. They moved it up to 1 o'clock on Saturday. That was just announced about 30 minutes ago. So just to give you guys a heads up, that was also moved up. You got something, Steve?
Ryan asked a good question in chat. I didn't think of this, so this is a good question. He said he shouldn't have played football, right? Well, how do you know?
Who shouldn't have played football?
You have to imagine Hamlin.
Well, I mean, who shouldn't have played football?
I mean, right, because of the injury.
That's assuming that he knew he had He had some type of cardiac issue. That would be the assumption.
So do they not go through these testings? Do they not go through the physicals?
He passed all the testings.
Okay, so then
he would have had to pass the testings. He would have had to pass the physical.
That's what I'm saying. So then there's no way for anybody to know, just like all these soccer players that drop dead or have these heart attacks.
We're trying not to get political on this show, so we're not going to talk about the gene therapy that's
so we're not talking about it.
Yeah, we're not going to try to talk about that, but apparently, based on a tweet that was going around from a doctor that saw him, he had recently got a booster 6 days prior to that game.
You said, I'm sorry, was that French? Booster.
Booster. So that's why I don't want to talk about it too much more. So if somebody wants to talk about it, that's fine.
We can. We don't want to.
But yeah, we're gonna try. We'll take that to another show. We're not gonna take that to this show because our goal here was to stay football.
Yeah,
and we're gonna try our best to stay football for you guys.
I agree. Yeah. Well, so
exactly, Ryan.
I agree. If you're not,
what did I say the other day?
I agree.
Spartans.
Right?
These guys are Spartans. You're putting your bodies on the line. You're going out there. You're playing. Every guy can take a hit. Everybody knows a hit to the head's game over half the time.
I mean,
look at Tua. Look at Antonio Brown. Never the same. These guys knew about CTE before coming in the NFL.
I mean, if you want to get just even crazier, look at Ryan Shazier. Look at the injury he went through on field. He was
lucky to walk.
He's incredibly lucky to walk. And this kid,
and Shazier still said he'd play football.
Yeah, he said, well, I mean, he wants to, right? He wants to, right? That's insane to me. However, I get it. It's love of the game. It is so different. It is, and you are a unique individual if you can be able to put yourself in that situation.
And
right?
I will say to you is that women don't normally understand this level of competition. Because I've talked to my mom, I've talked to my wife. They don't understand why the UFC is so fun to watch.
Nope.
They don't understand why
my mom doesn't get
such a big take. Because there's just something about putting yourself on the grind on that field and being bigger, stronger, faster than the next man.
Yep.
There's just something about it.
I mean,
when you're knocked out, right?
Yep.
There's something demeaning about it.
Yep.
So you have to get back up.
You feel lesser.
You have to be better.
Yep. You feel lesser. So you have that inherent drive to just absolutely just go ruin somebody. It's a different level of competition. It's a different grind. It's a different hustle. My wife doesn't get it either. They don't understand, and I'm not knocking any women. However, they don't get it. They don't understand the level of competition that there is.
We're not saying all women. We're just saying most women.
They don't need to understand. I mean,
you're
that's
right.
true.
They're not supposed to be on the battlefield. I would agree.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I don't want to watch. I mean, I agree with that.
All right, you want to move forward from here? I don't think there's much more you can dig in this because we've talked about this all day.
I mean, so the only thing we can say is, to my understanding, there's no update on him breathing on his own. I know that there was a report that I do not have that he was on 50% oxygen. However, they have him sedated.
Once you're on a ventilator, guys, it's literally, and I'm not pulling these numbers out of my ass, it's a 50-50 shot. of breathing on your own again.
Yeah, I mean, so there's, at least according to these numbers, because of how long, at least to our understanding, he was out.
You're
right?
a slippery slope, Ryan. I've seen your curves.
Yeah, Ryan, dirty dog. There's only a 20% chance for this young man to have a normal life again.
So we will say God bless to the Hamlins, and we will wish them luck. And T. Higgins, I hope to God you're not taking this on your shoulders, because this is football.
Yeah.
This is part of the game, man.
It's the
God,
ugliest
I
part
feel
of it.
so bad for T in this situation.
He's got to feel bad, and it sucks to say that because
Stick to HGTV.
at some point, Jesus, at some point he's gonna feel some kind of way about it if he goes to lower his shoulder again. They're gonna have to work that out in practice. That's gonna be a mental hurdle for him.
Hey, I got to trade T. Higgins. Anybody want him?
Well, it's just like the Giants, defensive tackle who went to tackle the quarterback this past weekend and then stopped because he thought he was going to get the roughing the passer call.
Speaking of tackling,
I didn't see that. What are you talking about?
Quarterbacks,
What?
did you see the Kayvon Thibodeau thing?
No.
Oh, the snowflake?
Oh, man.
Snow angel? Yeah.
Kayvon Thibodeau did a snow angel next to Daniel Jones, right?
No,
Foles.
Nick Foles.
Oh, Nick Foles.
As his ribs were cracking.
And, well, here's the best part, right? So, like, he did the snowflake,
And then he continued on the sideline.
and then he looked over,
oh, God.
got up, continued a sleepyhead motion on the sidelines.
Yeah, he did.
And then in the press conference post game,
Oh, no.
said that
I didn't see this.
once he realized he was injured, he stopped. Mother effer, you were on the sideline making fun of him when you knew he was injured.
Did I so?
By the way,
Do you have
that's
that-
what I want in a defensive end. I want a guy that doesn't care about a kid's life on the line.
What?
Dude,
Kid's life, that guy.
you don't.
Nick Foles,
They're all younger than me now.
Big
They're
Dick-
all younger than me now.
Big
I can
Dick
say
Nick's
kid.
like 40.
So,
Oh my God.
all I'm saying is Kayvon Thibodeau is the reason that the Giants are in this situation.
I agree. I mean, he's
So-
played the last 2-3 games have been unbelievable.
Play
so.
your heart out, brother. You're not playing to protect other players. You're playing there to knock a ball out of
Yeah,
a
right.
guy's hand.
Because as a defensive player, if you're afraid to go and make a tackle and then you get laid out, guess what? You could be seeing stars. You could get hurt
right.
yourself.
Speaking of playoffs,
Playoffs.
this one's for everybody out there in a fantasy league because
Oh.
God knows I've had a freaking headache today being a commissioner.
No, you haven't. What's
I
wrong?
can play Thibodeau.
Talk to me about your
There
nonsense.
are situations for most fantasy leagues out there. I know a lot of people either A, have made their decisions already, or B, are still trying to figure out what to do with their leagues. Some leagues will split their earnings, and then some leagues just like to battle over what to do next.
Oh.
Johnny, you want to put up my overlay of the 5 options of how to handle this situation for me?
Oh.
I did not know you had 5 options on how to.
You had 5 whole options on how to do something?
I literally put it in there for
When-
you, and I
when you-
showed it to you when you came downstairs.
John, what are you doing? Oh. How do you
All right, he'll get that up. How do you
think
think the Browns will start next year
massage Watson?
with
AKA Lord Voldemort.
who's Victor?
Victor is a friend of mine. He's a good dude.
Very harsh.
Big Browns fan.
Not with Massage Watson, apparently. He's sensitive to Sean.
I mean, he needs the rub downs.
He brings his own towel. That's very courteous.
Yeah, I mean, at least he was thoughtful enough for that. Gosh.
Bo said 11-6 without seeing the schedule. So
Really? Bo said 11
he
and
said
6?
that last week without seeing the schedule. Bo said the Browns will go 11-6.
I just have the playoff rankings. I don't
Bro.
have the.
It's in. All right, Johnny. It is in the overlays at the beginning. You go into podcast folders, and it's going to be in overlays, and it's literally called list, and that's what you're looking for. And there should be one in just the graphics area. You just find it.
All right. So, I mean,
you found it.
Oh yeah,
there.
I didn't make an overlay.
Oh,
Or didn't put it in there.
All right, screen share it for me.
That's what's happening.
How'd you do that?
yeah, how's it in there? It's like there now.
Oh yeah, you can't see it.
Because I'm screenshotting.
Well, there's 5 though. Can you shrink it a little bit?
Hey, what's
Like,
wrong with your head?
Zoom out.
Do you have a towel?
Oh
on
no,
your
it's even
shoulder?
better if you zoom out a little bit.
91%'s the least I can zoom out.
Do you have a towel on your shoulder? What is this? Don't lol.
Hey Johnny, just add source. It'll work really quick.
Anyway,
We're trying to work things through.
Victor,
I thought he knew I had this image.
I think the Browns are going to be okay. I mean, you saw how he played in the second half. He's the reason why they won. Overall numbers, they do not look good. You can't argue that. Is
What are you talking about?
talking about
He had a QBR at 122. That's phenomenal.
Deshaun Watson did?
Yeah.
For that whole game?
Last week, yeah.
The whole game.
Yeah, I told you.
He had 40% passing.
I told you. What are you talking
The
about?
first half.
Yeah, I was gonna say like he barely missed a pass the second half. So I told
So
Ryan.
is that-
I literally texted Ryan. I go, look at that. He had a 122.
Is that Stefanski in his changes, or is that Watson figuring
No,
it
it's
out?
Watson adapting to the
Yeah, that's what I thought.
what the defense is
That's
doing.
the one I want.
So it's just Watson is really good, and he did it. Look, he did it with Houston. They never had an offensive line.
No, they never did.
I mean, they've had subpar running backs since Arian Foster.
2020 led the league passing.
All right, guys.
There
So
it
these are
is.
the 5 options you can do. Don't do anything. LOL. This means you treat the players as injured. I think that's the most ridiculous statement ever, personally. Number 2,
Yeah, it's
replay the
dumb.
game in week 18. To me, that's the most fair. It resets everybody's players, and you restart all over. Number 3, wait for the rescheduled game and continue Super Bowl then. That is if the NFL reschedules, and that could be an issue if the NFL doesn't reschedule.
That's true.
Number 4, go with the player projections. So whatever those players, guys, whatever's left on those players, look at their projections, add them up to their totals, and that'll be the final score for those teams. Number 5, split the pot and go home happy.
Is that a picture of you holding your kid?
That's actually Daniel. That's Bo's kid.
What, is that why Bo's yelling at you?
No, that's a totally different episode. I
that's
put
so
in 2
funny.
images, and I'm laughing at him. He's yelling.
When were you?
You don't like these images? These
No,
are solid images.
They're funny. I don't know.
So those are some options for you guys. I don't know what everybody took.
What?
I'm probably going to piss off my auto draft league and tell them you're going to replay this game in week 18.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't. Who's mad? Who's mad about it in the
The
like
guy
why?
winning.
Oh, well, of course he is. He's winning. You want the money.
But he's going against Ryan, who had Justin Jefferson with 2.8 points.
Because I was the only one that said Jefferson
Well-
was going to get stuffed and still gave him 5 receptions.
You know what? That is your call. Jair Alexander did stop Justin Jefferson.
Wow, good for you. You
Also,
had one
if you
call.
watch that game, there was 0 penalties thrown that way.
Yeah, that's true.
And he was all over him. Justin Jefferson literally had to get a deep cleanse after that game.
Hey, hold on. Victor made a good point about team happy endings. If we, as a show, end up doing well, are we also in for team happy endings?
Not given to each other.
I mean, you're the host. I don't want you to give me a happy ending. I mean, maybe, but
Well, we'll get the mic to give us.
you know
happy
what?
endings.
Yeah, we'll get the mic. Johnny G, you're gonna give happy endings.
Better bring some rubber gloves.
I know you got lotion. Brandon
He's
brings
looking
them.
around for it right
He's
now.
like, oh my god, Jergens.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
No, you look at that with fantasy, 100%. You play the game.
Mike, you haven't called anything on Baker. Baker's going to
No,
continue
he
to ride a
hates-
roller coaster
He's
for the
gone-
next 5 years as a backup. He's the new Fitzpatrick of the NFL, but not good.
That's fair. Fitzpatrick could actually carry a team when he needed to.
The person winning in auto draft also is talking in chat again.
In our chat?
In auto draft.
Tell him to watch the show. And
I'm
talk
not in
shit.
that shit. Yeah, come on the show.
Saying that it dawned on me that everyone advocating for him being cheated out of his rightful championship
Cheated out?
are related to Ryan,
Oh, is
and he smells collusion.
I love my sister. Is like, I hear a dumbass.
Hold on, it's Divo.
It is Divo.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, he's just good with words. He's full of shit.
Oh, yeah, he's a history teacher. You ever
Nah.
heard a history teacher that doesn't lie to you? Never.
Are you saying that all of history is a lie?
Baker to Washington.
As in, like,
No.
Yeah, like
the Manders?
there's no way they trade Taylor Heineke for Baker.
No way. Taylor Heineke's better.
I mean, they're both unrestricted.
Could you imagine if Baker was throwing piss missiles to flipping Scary Terry, though? His hands would break. He's got no touch.
Yeah, Taylor Heineke's better than Baker anyways.
He is.
So what else do we got? We talked about fantasy, right? So So what do you think the NFL is going to do with this game?
They're just going to leave it as is. I don't think they're going to do anything.
You don't think they'll replay it like Thursday the following week?
So after week 18?
Yes.
You think so?
And try to so you can postpone playoffs 1 week because you have a bye week between the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl. So you have a 1 week gap.
That's the biggest
Do you think?
option right now.
Do you? Okay, so I mean, so it'd be a short week, right? So everybody plays Saturday or Sunday, and then the short week they play on Thursday.
Yeah, it gives you a 5-day break.
Do you? If he's still in the hospital, do you think they play? If Hamlin's still in the hospital, if he's still hospitalized.
But we can't just postpone football because a guy's dead.
I see.
Sorry, sorry to be harsh, legit to the point.
No,
but there is an entire society who's getting paid to play this game, and it's costing millions upon millions of dollars.
Yes,
you can't just stop football.
I agree, because now you have how much is riding on this game? This game is super important. Granted, it is a game. It is still important. Now I've heard give him a tie.
It's important if Buffalo wins this week.
Well, yes.
If Buffalo loses to the Patriots this week, this game's not important.
I've heard give them a tie. Let the game end where it was.
I agree.
And you give. You play the game. I mean, you play the game. Bo. Hey, what's up, buddy? No, I've heard you give. Who was up? Cincy was up, right? So you give Cincy the win because they were winning. My argument is you played not even 1/4 of that game. How can you determine a victor when how many games this year have been decided on the last drive of games?
To be honest, I think Cincy wins that game anyways. But
I don't. However,
I think Cincy
for your pick last week.
I did. I had Cincy for.
Yeah, that's why. That's why you think you're a loser. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was mean.
Wow, that's pretty aggressive.
That was very harsh.
I mean, it is what it is. But if Kansas City beats the Raiders on Saturday at 4:00, and Buffalo,
which they should,
and Buffalo loses to the Patriots, or Cincinnati loses to the Ravens, which either of those are possible.
Do you think
I don't think they will. I think they'll both win those games. That's why I think they have to play this game.
I think they have to play this game.
I think if both these teams go into those cities and they win their games, Cincinnati's out of it if Kansas City wins. Cincinnati's not going to be the first place overall team. They just clinch first in the division.
Okay.
So Cincinnati doesn't have to play the game, but Buffalo has to play the game because if Buffalo beats the Patriots, they're tied for first if they win, and they have the head-to-head against Kansas City. So Buffalo needs to win 2 games straight to win first place and get the bye.
Yeah, so either way you look at it, you got to play the game.
I think you have to play the game unless Buffalo loses this week. And I think that's what they're waiting on, is to see if Buffalo loses.
You see if the players show up. I mean, what do you think the likelihood is some of the players sit out? They're like, listen, I'm not ready to go.
I mean,
I don't know.
These guys came from the ghetto anyways. They've seen worse.
I agree. However, I just think, you see grown men shook up like that. I get it, but I don't know, man. I don't want to sound heartless with it. I don't
want to sound heartless either, but if someone dies at my job, we don't stop operating.
No,
Actually, a guy did die at my job. We sent a memorial service, and we went about regular business.
Same day?
The next day.
Rough. Seriously?
Yeah.
That's rough.
You deliver food to hospitals and hotels and nursing homes. You got to deliver the food.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I used to make stickers. I worked for a company that worked with
Avery Dennison.
Avery, yeah. And we had a serious injury. Dude lost his arm, pretty much got ripped off his body. And we hit work next day. So that's crazy to think about, brother.
You think some will sit out? I find that hard to believe. These guys want to play football, and usually when you play football to rally for someone whose life was lost.
I agree.
Every sport I've ever played, I lost my grandfather on a day I pitched 6 innings with no hitter and 5 innings with
look at
no walks. So
Brett Favre. I mean, come on.
You go out there and you play to rally
lost
for
his
these
dad,
people.
and then
there's a lot of Torrey Smith lost his brother.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, you literally play just for these people. And I'm going to tell you right now, DeMar Hamlin's not going on that field going, don't play if I die.
No,
He's
I agree.
going, guys,
okay, so
play
hold on.
for me, not the other way around.
All right, so here's the argument. Do you think that if they did resume, because the NFL is denying that they said, hey, guys, take 5 minutes and then get back at it. They're denying that claim, even though the announcers pushed that out there. Joe Buck pushed that out there.
That's what Victor's saying, that Goodell wanted the game to go on, and the team captain's coaches said, nah.
Virgins. Virginia Tech didn't play. That's different to an extent. I don't know.
I mean, college is different than pros. One's getting paid.
They played eventually, right? Maybe not. You know what? Shit.
No, I don't think they did. But we're talking Super Bowl. We're talking billion-dollar organization. We're not talking a college. The boosters.
Is it? I mean, yeah. Is that demeaning to put it like that? I don't even know.
No,
but I mean, I agree with that statement. Right? Because it's.
There's nothing on the line for college. Nothing.
Especially Virginia Tech. To my knowledge, they weren't. I mean, I don't know.
They weren't playing for any chip.
No.
They might be playing for a bowl game.
We're talking in the realm of sports. Don't get triggered.
I don't know what to say. I think move it forward. That's all I say. Move it forward.
Do you think they should have played that night? Do you think they should have toughed it out and played that night?
Personally,
I
no.
do. I think they should have.
Personally, no. I think you play the next day.
I
just think there's too much going on in the field. That a lot of these guys mentally are going to struggle, and I'm gonna be honest, the fans are gonna opt out at that point. Why would the fans want to be in?
I agree with that. Well, hold on. The fact this guy didn't was a protect to the gladiators that play. I mean, yeah, dude, he was literally when he flipping breathing. He wasn't breathing. He was on constant oxygen.
You know
that was
what?
The only way he was breathing.
Be happy you're in America in the 21st century, because I'm gonna tell you right now, you did this shit in Sparta, they'd have pushed you off to the side, and they would have continued the game.
Literally.
All right, we're gonna get off this, man. We're getting off DeMar because everybody else is on DeMar, and I'm gonna be honest. Like,
let's talk about stuff then.
Let's keep T innocent and let's keep DeMar happy.
T's innocent. All right, I don't want to.
So let's get into They mean well. What do we got, Johnny?
So left side is the Bucks winning the NFC South, and it's a gold, trash bag.
I definitely saw that one online.
Because the Bucks are.
They're the best garbage of shit.
Right. And the other one was sent to us from Bo. So I don't know where Bo got this from, or if
I think he did it. I think they keep ripping Derek Carr for a reason.
Dude, where's my car? So.
Oh, but we don't talk about that right now, okay?
People keep trying to rip Derek Carr apart. Keep it up, man.
Right.
You know what? He goes to any team, he's gonna win a division title.
Bo asked a question in chat.
Washington Commanders.
Is COVID vaccination related? I mean,
do you really want to hear that answer?
I would say the jab might be related.
Yes.
But I don't know enough information.
I don't
know enough information because the tweet that's going out, I don't know if it's legit. If the tweet's not legit, it's hard to say. I don't know the dude's medical history. I don't know if he did get the jab 6 days prior to the game. I don't know. So it possibly could. But like I said, I'm not going to really kind of get into that. But based on all the VAERS reports, side effects, it's probably the reason why.
It fits. It fits. It fits a lot.
It fits way better than the T-Wave fits.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Especially with the 5-second delay of him getting hit, getting up, walking, and then dropping.
One of the articles that I did tag in.
I agree, Mahoney. I'm trying to move on.
Within 20 seconds, it'll show, and it did. Anyway, moving on.
Well, we kind of knew this was going to happen. We were trying our hardest not to do it.
Yeah, we tried. You asked.
Yeah, Bo did that on purpose, I think.
Yeah, I did.
So moving into the playoffs, because you just talked about the garbage Bucks. What do we have for the NFC playoff picture? All right, so we have the Eagles currently first place. They have to play this week.
Go Birds.
So San Francisco, man, if the Eagles lose, San Francisco, I don't know who has the tiebreaker.
You know what's crazy is, I'm going
to assume San Francisco does.
Is Jalen Hurts going to be ready?
Huh?
Dallas, too. Out because...
Yeah, well, if Dallas wins and the Eagles lose, Dallas takes first place over.
Oof.
In their division.
Right.
Oh.
Then I don't know what happens when it comes to San Francisco.
My head hurts because I'm going to be honest, that's a cycle of chaos.
That is a cycle of
chaos. There's 3 teams that are 12-4 in the NFC. And there's one 13-3 team. To be honest, the 13-3 team should win this week. But based on what they've did the last 2 weeks, unless Jalen starts,
Seahawks lose, and the Lions smoke the Packers like they're gonna do. That's Lions, baby. That's Dan Campbell. I love it.
Well, so here's the thing, right? Seattle plays the Rams.
Oof.
So the chance of Seattle losing is probably on the low side. And the Lions or Green Bay need Seattle to lose to even make it in. If all 3 teams win, Seattle's in.
I agree, Mike. Green Bay is making it.
No, they're not.
If
they probably will.
I mean, the Green Bay-Detroit game, we'll know way before whether or not Green Bay and Detroit have a chance.
Oh.
But pay attention to that reffing in that Seattle game.
Ooh, that's true. Interesting.
The refs are not like the weather that day.
Why?
Oh, because they're going to be way worse. They're going to be making every call whichever way they want to.
Why?
Because they want Green Bay in.
Oh.
You don't want a Green Bay Tom Brady? You don't want a Aaron Rodgers Tom Brady Super Bowl before they both retire?
No. Tom Brady's played like shit. And Aaron
They're both
Rodgers,
8-8 teams.
it doesn't matter. Exactly. They're both shit.
They both don't deserve anything.
Oh my God, I agree. Why? So why do you want? Oh man, could you imagine that?
Doesn't mean that it's not a good story for the NFL.
Huge.
Look at this, the comeback for Aaron Rodgers, who's played horrible. Now they don't want him to win.
When people have clips on clips on clips of refs calling games in your favor. I mean, and I'm a Peyton Manning fan, big fan. That Super Bowl was absolutely.
I'm just saying.
I see that.
Think about the storyline.
You can see it.
Think about the storyline.
Move your mic. See the smirk.
Tom Brady,
he's smirking.
greatest of all time. Aaron Rodgers, one of the best regular season quarterbacks of all time. They come to head of the clash in the Super Bowl. Oh, here we go.
You can't bet against Brady. Duh. Shut the front door. I almost did it. Oh my God, I was so close.
Oh, righty.
I'm just saying. Give me the Lions. Jared Goff is God. I think you know what's funny?
No, stop.
I mean, he's putting up. He only had one bad game offensively recently.
Recently, define recently, like 3 games, 4 games.
I think it was 2-3 games ago.
Okay.
I mean, didn't they just put up 31 last week?
Yeah. Jimmy just smokes Jonathan so good. 49ers Rodgers' dad. Facts.
Oh yeah, no. If it comes to playoffs, there's no way. If they play head to head in the playoffs,
Hey, Jonathan,
he's screwed.
how the Packers get eliminated last year?
Was it like 17 to 10?
In Lambeau.
Oh,
in
hold on.
weather.
It was 13-6.
Hold on.
In weather.
You know what? I can't blame that on Aaron Rodgers.
It was
though.
snowing.
Yeah, but their special teams
so
kicked
good.
a punt. It got blocked for a
so
touchdown. That's how Stanford won the game.
Right.
LeFleur.
I blame that on Matt LaFleur. I do.
He's not a good coach.
I think Aaron Rodgers he likes him as a friend. It's the only reason LaFleur still has a job.
I don't think Rodgers likes him at all.
He should be at the floor. I don't think the first year he liked him. I think they bashed heads and came together.
Do you remember that year when they made the playoffs?
I remember when they were screaming and yelling at each other for the first 8 games.
And he's like, why are you punching?
He was pissed at LaFleur that first few years. Or that first year.
God,
it was pretty funny. So that NFC, is there anything else that kind of could go crazy in that NFC situation? No.
Do you think the Lions actually got a shot? I do. I think Detroit has a shot. And I know they got to beat Green Bay.
I mean, I have it right there. They're in the hunt. Seahawks lost. Winner makes it. So, and it is in Green Bay.
I mean,
that could be a factor for the Lions.
It should, right? Because they're a dome team.
Right.
So I agree.
So, all right, let's go over to the AFC. Talk that AFC. All right, Kansas City's in first place. We were just talking about this. Buffalo's in second place.
Browns aren't up
And the
there.
only reason Buffalo's in second place is because we haven't had that game. We don't know who would have won that game last week. Cincinnati is in first place in their division. Jacksonville's currently in first place in their division. I had to really adjust this overlay because it screwed with my head.
That's insane.
Wild card, Chargers clinch playoffs, finally.
All right.
Ravens clinch playoffs, and the Patriots are going to sneak in if they win this week. If they lose this week, and the Steelers and Miami loses, the Patriots still make it in. If they win this week, they make it in. If the Patriots lose and the Steelers win and Miami loses, the Steelers are in. If the Patriots lose,
Oh, jeez.
and Miami wins, Miami's in. Because Miami has the head-to-head against the Steelers.
Yep.
If Jacksonville, who plays the Titans this week in Tennessee, in Jacksonville. Shit, I don't remember. I want to say it's in Jacksonville.
Shit.
I want to say it's in Jacksonville. But it's in Tennessee. Damn it. That's going to matter for what you guys talk about.
In Jacksonville.
It's in Jacksonville. Okay.
Yeah.
So if Jacksonville loses to the Titans this week in Jacksonville, the Tennessee Titans have the better divisional record. They will sneak into first place in their division. They will end up making the playoffs at an 8-8 record and be first place in their division. Jacksonville will slide out. Jacksonville, I don't think, has beaten any of those teams up there, and I don't think they have the better divisional records. I think the Patriots and Miami and the Steelers all have better divisional records. My head hurts.
Yeah, that's a lot. There's a lot going on.
The AFC has a lot going on for these 5 teams. these are the only 5 teams that can make playoffs at the bottom of the list, and that is Jacksonville, the Patriots, Miami, the Steelers, and the Tennessee Titans. I'm not sure who else. I love Jacksonville. Thanks, Bo, for saying in Jacksonville.
I appreciate you.
I love Jacksonville this week against Tennessee. I think Jacksonville's been kind of going off, so I would clinch Jacksonville personally.
Yeah, I'm teal
in that
all day.
position. If I had to make a bet, I would say Jacksonville wins that game.
Yep, handedly, in my opinion.
They've been riding hot, and I would take the hot hand.
Yep.
Patriots with Buffalo this week. That's a struggle for the Patriots. And Miami against the Jets this week. That's a struggle for Miami. And that's why I see the Steelers leaking into the playoffs, because the Steelers over the Browns, that's probably the easiest game out of those 3 games, is the Steelers beating the Browns. Now, I will say the Browns are doing pretty good at cutting teams off from getting in the playoffs.
Listen,
They cut themselves off. They cut the Redskins off, or the Washington Commanders, or the Hogs, whatever the hell you want to call that team. And they're about to cut the Steelers off in my mind.
I think so. I know Kenny Pickett's done it in the last. Oh, he's had game-winning drive. Whatever. I'm not a big believer in Kenny Pickett. He hasn't shown it to me yet. He's had a couple passes.
Doesn't he have like the most comeback drives for a rookie?
Whatever.
I'm pretty sure he has the most comeback games for a rookie in the NFL.
I do not know that. I want
to say it's like 7. It's like ridiculous.
7.
I'm dead serious.
Come
I'm
on.
dead serious. I don't remember the stat, but it's up there. It's ridiculous.
Jimmy got you.
Time to unload my 401k on Jacksonville because KJ said so. Jump on it, man.
I'm high on Jacksonville.
I think Jacksonville's favored by like 6.5. So
Oof.
you're not really gonna win much on that.
Ooh.
And you probably
D.
get
Henry,
like
well rested.
probably get like 50 cents on the dollar. Jimmy, I want to meet you.
Jimmy's a good time. You really? Oh, he likes Tennessee. Bo likes Tennessee. Interesting. Okay.
Bo likes. I mean, Tennessee scored 2 touchdowns last week, right? I'm just saying they scored 2 touchdowns last week.
I mean, they tried. They
I think
tried really hard.
I think Jacksonville's defense is better than Bo's giving it credit for.
I don't know that one. I don't know about.
I mean, they're the only team that shut the Texans down to like 3 points.
That's fair. All right.
Kansas City gave up a bunch. Dallas gave up a
I
bunch.
can't see his defense so bad.
Dallas' defense is not.
Dallas' defense.
Although it is pretty bad the last 4 weeks.
Last 4 weeks been ass. Anyway.
Dallas is probably trending down. I have a question for you.
Yeah, hit me.
Let's get to the first round of playoffs. Look at
No.
that NFC picture.
No, I don't want it.
Who gets knocked out in the first round of playoffs?
Ooh.
Based on what that is right there. So
It'd be
the Bucks would play
Philly.
Seattle. Minnesota would play the Giants. And San Fran plays Dallas.
The Bucks would play Seattle?
No, it'd be number 1 faces number 7.
That's what I thought. Or number.
Do I have it backwards?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, no. I mean,
Yeah, so it'd be.
So San
right
Fran
now-
versus Seattle, Minnesota versus Giants, Bucks faces Dallas.
oh, that's right, because Philly's got the bye.
No, it'd be. Oh yeah.
Ooh. All right. Ooh.
You got Bucks getting knocked out to Dallas.
I think. I don't know. I mean, it might be Seahawks, San Fran. I think
I'm
Seahawks.
afraid of Tom Brady in the playoffs.
I mean, I want to be.
And
However,
Dallas is such a bust in the playoffs.
you think ever since he started banging this young broad, he's found his.
I would be vitalized.
I would too. Oh my God, you seen the milk?
I would feel 10 years younger.
My God,
I don't
heavies.
think we've given up on
Hold
that
on.
meme.
Matusz,
Where's
you
that
still-
meme at?
Yeah!
There it is.
Matusz, you still in chat? Heavies.
That meme don't go nowhere.
Anyway, Dobbs over Malik. Facts. Yeah, you know what? I do like that. I do like that take.
Dobbs played better.
I would take the Niners over the Seahawks.
I think Dobbs is starting.
I would take. Well, would it be Vikings over the Giants? I would take the Vikings over the Giants. Ooh.
I actually would take the Giants over the Vikings.
And I would take the boys over Brady. San Francisco Giants, Dallas.
You got to take San Fran over Seattle, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I take San Fran over Seattle. I like the boys over the Bucks.
You're just scared of the boys just showing up for once.
I mean, if the defense heavies, I love it. There you go. That's my boy.
What do you say?
He said heavies, as in heavies.
They're light.
They're not.
You should see the back end.
Her butt, really? For real?
Oh, that's a good image, man.
I love it.
She is European though. It's not as big
That's
as
okay.
most.
Doesn't matter. She probably listens.
So.
No, I'll take the Vikings, even though I'm skeptical on that one.
So per CBS Sports' website, their prediction, Packers making it, it'd be Packers, Vikings, Giants, 49ers, Cowboys, Bucks.
Packers.
So
Do they have San Fran losing this week then? Because Minnesota would drop.
So, yeah, they have San Fran.
Oh, Anna.
They have Vikings ranked second in the NFC.
Okay, so maybe I have
49ers ranked third.
All right, so I might have I actually might have those switched, but I don't think I do because I based that off the NFL's.
This is just prediction as of next.
So
week.
they essentially have Minnesota winning this week and San Fran losing this week then.
Yeah.
All right. I think Minnesota plays Chicago, so they probably will win this week. San Fran plays Arizona. That's a good question because there's no way San Fran's losing to Arizona.
Yes.
I'm bro.
In San Fran.
Yeah, there's no way. I think San Fran stays at 2. That's crazy. That's a crazy take. Future back problems.
Get it? Heavies.
But, would be interesting that for Packers Vikings.
You guys can. I should put another image up there just to make you guys happier.
Oh,
She's got so much better images.
what?
Newsflash, Jonathan, the Packers aren't winning this week. Jimmy just does not want to give up on you, bro.
He's got no chill.
All right, what else? What else we got? You got anything else?
No, I'm done, man.
You don't
I'm
want to
good.
go too far into anything else. All right.
Do you really want to? You don't want to dive into that right now. That's gonna take another 15, 20 minutes.
Dive into what?
I mean, into the thing. The thing.
No, we're not gonna dive into.
No, we don't got to dive into the thing.
So let's talk about that AFC. I'll ask you the same question.
Bring that AFC up, please. Johnny on the mic.
You guys give me your.
Excuse me, Mr. Mike, sir.
What's that?
Bring up the AFC picture, sir. Mr. Mike, sir. Thank you, sir.
If the playoffs were today,
Chiefs.
who do you see winning this game? Buffalo over the Patriots.
Yes.
You see Buffalo. Well, they'd have to beat the Patriots back to back. That's actually funny.
Really?
Yeah, and
That's
then
crazy
if
to
this
me.
were to land where it is, Cincy would have to beat the Ravens back to back.
I think
That's
I think
also
I think
funny.
I think they could do that.
That's also funny though.
I like Cincy defense. I don't.
So actually,
their defense is their weak spot. Then they've been
this
playing
might
well.
be a point for the Ravens to bitch. So, if the NFL lets things happen with the Buffalo-Cincinnati game,
Yep.
and these guys play out and everybody wins this week. So Cincy wins, they beat the Ravens. Buffalo wins, they beat the Patriots. Kansas City wins, they beat the Raiders. And Jacksonville wins, they beat Tennessee Titans. So everything lands where it is. Steelers lose, Miami lose. I'm just saying, where it is. Next week, for the playoffs, that means Buffalo plays the Patriots again.
Oof.
Cincinnati plays the Ravens again. And then Jacksonville will play the Chargers.
Ooh. That is interesting.
And that's because they didn't play that game. Because if Buffalo were to win 2 games back to back, Buffalo would take first. Kansas City would then end up playing the Chargers or the Patriots. And then it's funny because I actually think Kansas City would beat the Patriots.
I do too.
And it could go the other way though. The Patriots can very well beat Kansas City. Who's the better coach?
Oh.
I would disagree.
I think the Chargers have a shot. They're getting healthy on defense at the right time.
Oh, they have a shot, but
Oh,
The Bengals
dude,
are
the
hot.
Chargers defense is getting healthy. Don't underestimate the Chargers in this situation.
As is right now, I do think the Chargers beat Jacksonville.
I agree.
I think the Bengals come up with the close one against the Ravens.
That
And
defense is so good for the Ravens.
It's above average. They're still trying to figure it out themselves. Their secondary is a little, but they're figuring it out. I mean, as Ryan would say, mid. Their offense is ass though. They're not mid,
Chargers
they're
are
ass.
last year's Bengals.
John, what are you doing? I would say the Bills win though. Bills definitely beat. I think they definitely beat the Pats. I think Belichick makes it close, but they beat them.
How often does a team take another team 3 times in a season though?
It's rare. It's very, very rare.
If they take them twice, then they got to take them one more time.
Oh, we lost it.
That's twice in one stream. That's
It's not great.
even though this still says excellent. Oh, and
Oh, we're good then.
no.
Oh, I gotta drop it.
Yeah, twice in one. Most
God, I
people
gotta pee.
opt out.
Fuck.
Go pee. That's twice in one stream. That's rare. You know, I bet you it's the weather.
Could be. Just been a rough day.
Chat disconnected. Please wait. All right. We are back. Hopefully we are popping the chat back up. We lost stream. I got to get a hard wire in here. Sorry, guys. I'm on Wi-Fi currently, and it's screwing shit up. It is a 50-yard run from my router to my computer. So we're getting things worked out here. Slow and steady. I'm trying my best to get it all done. One guy, one job, one house. Yeah, we were going over that AFC talk. Steve thinks that the Chargers probably will win, Buffalo's going to win, and Cincinnati will probably sneak one out against the Ravens, which would put Kansas City, Buffalo, Cincinnati, and the Chargers in the Final Four for the AFC, which would be a fun conversation because, to be honest, there's so many good teams in both divisions. I don't know. Everybody keeps asking me this question. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? And if I really had to put my money on it right now.
Yeah, who do you think is going to win?
Right now,
Who's going to win?
just I hate doing it early because I just don't know. But I think the Eagles are trying to get healthy. I think the Eagles are going to go in the NFC. I don't think there's any stopping them when they want to play. They're not even trying right now. And then if I had to say AFC.
You don't think so? You don't think they're trying? You don't think Minshew's trying? He's trying to grab a job next year, isn't he?
Goddard's on a snap count. Miles Sanders is on a snap count. I just don't think they're trying.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I really don't. I think if I had to say for the AFC, if I really had to say, the best team all around would probably be the Bengals. Defensively, offensively, they're the most level team all around.
What's crazy is their
They don't got
defense
guys
is-
dropping dead on defense.
Oh my god.
Too soon?
Oh my god.
Sorry, guys. It's just I have dark humor.
Oh, French toast. That was it was just I did not expect it. I did not expect that at all.
Dark humor.
Oh man.
I'm
you know
just
what? Shit. You broke me with that one. Oh wow.
I just have dark humor. It's just
No, I mean I don't like the Bengals long term. Their defense is a liability.
you're only asking for 3 games.
But they've only been good for like 3 games this year. The offense carries them, and they've shown that time and time again this year. And I said this last year. I don't like the Bengals defense, and they are a liability long term. I said that earlier in the year when we talked about power rankings. I just don't see them lasting because of the lacking defense. And if Burrow has a bad game, the defense is not going to carry them.
Let me give you a quick stat.
All right, yeah.
Completion percentage in the NFL.
Okay.
What team has the best completion percentage?
Best completion percentage? I know Geno's high.
Geno and the Seattle Seahawks are number 1. Who's number 2?
I think Miami.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
69.2%.
Joe's got 69.2% completion.
The team does.
Okay.
And they've thrown for over 4,000 yards.
That's pretty good. That's very good.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes,
The
offense
is
is
so
good.
stout.
Who's third though? All right, just give me top 5. Give me the top 5s. You still got them?
All right, top 5 for completion percentage.
You got Seattle. You got Bengals.
I broke it.
Oh, it's broken.
Yeah, it's still never fully connected, by the way.
Oh, we're not there.
No, it still hasn't fully connected back to the stream.
Oh, what the?
They'll figure it out. I don't know how to find completion percentage again. How did I find it? I gotta go back.
What are we doing here?
All right, here we go.
All right.
All right, so you got Seattle,
Bengals.
Cincinnati. You're gonna be surprised at the next 2.
Completion percentage?
Yeah, you couldn't even name them. Don't worry. Chargers,
Okay.
the Giants,
Okay, that one's shocking.
and then Kansas City,
Okay.
and then Bucks, and then Patriots.
Yeah, but he's
When you throw for 600 times. Whoa, is that? Holy cow!
what?
Patrick Mahomes is throwing for 625 times this year.
625 this season?
Yeah,
that's a
pretty,
lot
is
of
that high?
throwing.
Is that high?
Yes.
Because Brady threw for 717 already.
What is going on?
Wow.
What are these stats? I feel like these are crazy stats.
The Chargers threw 667. Joe Burrow's thrown 568. He's thrown almost 200 less passes than Tom Brady. And he's way better percentage and has around the same amount of yardage.
What?
And he didn't have Jamar Chase for what, 3-4 games this
All right,
year?
hold on.
I'm mind blown. I'm looking at this. It's like it's
I'm
kinda
looking
crazy.
at total attempts last season. Okay, last season.
For who?
This is 2021 season. NFL.com. I'm on the stats.
For who?
Just everybody. Just total attempts.
Okay.
You saying that Brady's already at how many?
717.
That's insane. You know what he had total last year? He had the most in the NFL at 719.
So he's already pretty much passed.
He's passed. He's at where he was. He's two pass attempts away.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous. The Giants only have 480 attempts.
I mean, I will say Brady. I think Brady was the passing leader last year, wasn't he? Hold on. Come on.
You know what would shock me?
He was the passing
this
leader
wouldn't
too.
shock me. I can see the Giants going all the way to the NFC Championship.
Come on. The defense is not that good, and the offense, they're not consistent enough. You know what?
This begs to differ.
Is we still not connected?
Yes, we're still not connected.
Okay, that sucks. It is what it is.
This begs to differ.
The defense is that good?
I'm just like, I mean, I can go to defenses. You told me to stop going to defense.
I told you so.
Let's go to total defense, giving up yards per game.
Okay. Total
We'll
yards.
We'll rank it top to bottom. Philly, San Fran, Jets, Washington, Buffalo, Denver, Tampa, Patriots, Saints, Baltimore, Cleveland, which shocks me.
Yards given up?
Dallas, Pittsburgh, Cincy. They're actually at the bottom for yards per game given up.
That's in most yards
That's
given.
total.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's they're somewhere around 359 yards. To the pass, they are, and I think this is probably why they're towards the bottom. They give up 214 yards to the pass, and to the rush, they give up. Oh man! Yeah, they give up a lot of rushing yards per game.
You want to
144 rushing yards per game. But
ooh, that's a lot. What's up? We're back?
Yeah.
All right, what's up, guys?
Points per game, they're middle of the pack.
Okay, so they give up a bunch of yards, but not a lot of points.
It's red zone defenses. And they didn't have Kayvon Thibodeau pretty healthy most of the year, which I think makes
when
a
he's
difference.
been healthy, you know when he came around?
Week 12?
The Commanders game. And he dominated that game. Yes.
Because I remember asking you, it might have been prior to the Commanders game. Because I said, where has Thibodeau been?
He's been nowhere. And then he showed up that game, and he literally single-handedly, he had a scoop and score. He had 2 sacks. I mean, he had.
Because we were talking Aiden Hutchinson for the defensive MVP.
And I don't think Thibodeau won it. I think he made a bid at the end, but he's not gonna.
Oh, not with that pick that Aiden Hutchinson just recently had.
Oh my God!
They put him on the wide receiver in the corner spot.
He's really they threw him out in corner.
They put him in the corner.
That's funny.
And then he literally made a pick.
Dan Campbell. He's so good.
The guy's got some cojones, man. He don't care where he takes his best player on defense and gets him the ball.
I gotta give.
That's rare.
That is rare.
You got the Browns who can't even put their best player on offense and give him the ball.
You're talking Aiden Hutchinson, right?
Yeah.
Who literally played corner?
Yeah. He saw the video.
I was the one that sent the video.
Well, I saw it prior to you sending
So now 2020, right? We still had 17 games, right? With the 1 week bye. So we had 16 games played. So I'm going to hit you with some disgusting stats here real quick. So 2020, right? Because you said Brady was already at 717.
717.
He was at 719 2021. That was with an extra game in the season.
Well, he's got one more game coming up. He's going to throw 750.
He's going to
30, 35 pass attempts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay.
Well, they don't have to win this game, actually. Brady could sit.
I don't will he?
They don't have to win this game.
What I'm saying is in 2020 minus 1 game, so just say 35 attempts, right? I think that's pretty average per team. The most attempts that season was 626.
Yeah, so he threw 100 more than a normal game.
Name that quarterback. Brady was second.
No, Joe Burrow.
No. Brady was second with 610 in 2020. That's one.
So in 2020, name that quarterback. Oh, that wouldn't be Joe Burrow because he was out.
Mahomes.
No.
Big Ben is third.
Yeah, Big Ben threw a lot of pass attempts.
Justin Herbert is 4. Mahomes is 5th in 2020. Number 1.
Hold on.
Oh,
I got this.
You want the smoke?
I got Aaron Rodgers.
It was Matt Ryan.
They did trade all their running backs.
Yeah, they did.
That year.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, because they got rid of Ito that year, who was their third stringer. They got rid of.
What is?
Was it Devontae Freeman?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they got rid of Devontae Freeman.
You know what's crazier? You know the average completion percentage is like 60 to 61%. All of these guys are way higher. That's awesome to see. I think that percentage lifetime is going to end up moving up. It's going to have to.
It's going to go down.
You think it's
You're
going to
playing an extra game, more attempts.
Yeah, but
The more you throw, the less accurate you are.
I mean, that's what you would think, right?
Look at
No, I mean
baseball.
historically it is.
Yeah, look at baseball.
I mean, the most
more pitches.
if you actually look historically, some of the best passers were like 70%, but they were like in the 40s and 50s. Like if you look at like Brian Sipes and you look at back in that era, like they had some of the best completion percentages back in the day.
Really?
Because
I did not know
they only
that.
threw 25 times a game.
Oh well, that's
It was a run heavy league.
well, the best teams still are.
No, not true.
Who?
The best teams are a pass heavy league.
Who?
Right now,
Yeah.
you're gonna go Jalen Hurts, the Eagles.
They're run first.
No, they're pass
No,
first.
Joe Burrow, who we just talked about.
Joe Burrow,
Eagles are
Patrick
run first.
Mahomes,
Josh
Allen. Now you could say that Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen are run first because they're quarterbacks that run.
The Eagles' offense as a whole is run first.
No, it's not.
Yep.
Dude? This is where you go special ed on me.
Okay.
Are you mental?
Yes. Yes.
No, it's not. The Eagles' offense is pass first. That's why you had Goddard, Devontae Smith,
I
A.J.
agree.
Brown.
They designed it to be pass first. They
It
are
is
not.
pass first.
It is not. Hold on. Let me just find an Eagles player on Sleeper, and I will bring you up at least their stats. Okay. This is-
I'll give you their stats right here. I
hold
have
on.
them right now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hold on, they're passing yards per game, right?
Cool. Yeah, it's passing yards.
38,
Not attempts.
96.
Not attempts. It's about attempts in that league.
You want attempts?
attempts?
Hold on.
Give me the attempts.
I'll give you the attempts. Give me 1 second. I had everything
I'm going
right
to
here.
attempt to choke you out
Choke me out all you want.
with
I
love.
might like it.
I know you would.
Here you go. You want their attempts?
Mm-hmm.
I have to find them.
I know. We're
All right,
doing
here's their
this
attempts.
last minute because I didn't mean to piss them off.
501 attempts.
Okay.
330 receptions, 65.9 completion percentage,
it'll-
3,898 yards, 8.3 yards per attempt.
It will tell you on there.
Total rushes per football DB is 510.
You guys,
Total rushes.
You guys just. So you go to team, right? So the team rank for the Eagles offense, they're second. At least it's per sleeper. Per sleeper.
You're going to make me go to sleep with these takes.
Good. Rushing yards, they're fifth. Rushing attempts, they're third. Rushing touchdowns, 1.
That doesn't mean they're a run-first offense.
They're a run first offense.
No, it means they rely on the run.
Now you go to Jalen Hurts. This is Jalen Hurts. Offense second. Passing yards 8th.
How many rushes does he have?
Pass attempts 23rd.
How many rushes does he have?
Carries.
Rush attempts.
His total carries. Yeah, his attempts. Yeah, hold on. Carries. He has 156 carries.
How many carries does Miles Sanders have?
I'm going to look.
I'm assuming the other 400.
Yeah, I gotta look here. Hold on. 248. He averaged just under 5 yards a carry. He had a 1,200-yard season. That's crazy.
I just don't agree with that because those are scrambles. That's an offensive line breaking down. Those are scrambles.
Okay, so you think that they lean pass and then when it doesn't work, he
Yes,
scrambles.
he's a scramble quarterback. That's
Yeah.
what he is. That's what Josh Allen is. That's what Deshaun Watson is. That's what Patrick Mahomes is.
I wouldn't say they're scramble quarterbacks. I said that's design. That's a design play too at times.
No, they're not
design those
designing
runs.
plays for Jalen Hurts to run downfield.
They don't design
They
plays
will
for Josh
design-
Allen
By the
or
way,
Deshaun Watson.
I wish Ryan was in the chat.
Why are we're fighting? This is
Because this is a stupid take by you.
no, it's not.
To say that the Eagles are a
Statistically?
run to say that the Eagles are a run first offense is
Statistically, there
statistically incorrect.
they're right there.
It right there is not. That's what they are. They're not.
I mean, I just lined.
You didn't.
You cannot name how
They
many
have
attempts
5
that they
more
have.
rushing attempts because their
just did.
offensive line is mediocre.
I see. Now I was under the impression the Eagles' offensive line was top tier. Now
It is not top tier.
Is that because of the skill level?
I would actually agree that they are one of the top because all 5 of them
Well,
made the Pro Bowl
well, not-
or are honorable mentions.
Oh, hey Ryan. Okay, good. Thank God. Now, anyway, I was going to ask: are they good?
Ryan, are the Eagles run first or pass first? Please tell me.
I
'cause
just listed stats.
Special Ed over here is telling me they're a run first
He's
offense
wrong.
with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith.
He's wrong.
Goddard.
He's wrong.
Tell me, come on.
He's wrong. Anyway, we're talking Eagles again. Anyway,
I would agree. They are 100% balanced. They are not a run first offense. I would agree.
no, they're not though. Statistically, they're not. They do better on the run.
You have 7 more attempts in the run compared to the pass.
23 in passing attempts in the league.
But that doesn't mean that they're more one way than the other when it's a pass-heavy league. That's my
So
point.
then look at how many passing touchdowns, how many passing yards, because you just did that with rushing.
Yeah,
Or
like
one with rushing touchdowns.
the only difference is that they have slightly more rushing attempts by like 7. Not like 50.
So would you say that they?
You wanna talk
hold on. But then with that differential, because then that plays okay. So then that makes sense to me. So then you say that the offense is so efficient that maybe they run it more, whether it's by design or not.
Or
and
maybe they're ahead by 4 scores and they
that's
choose
what I
to
was
run
saying.
it.
That they get off the field. The offense gets off the field more often because they score. That's different than your initial take. I stand on that.
Are you mental?
I am, and I will stand
You
here
want
and I
to know
will
what
be
a
mental.
run-first offense looks like?
The Cleveland Browns.
No.
Yes!
Go look at Chicago.
Well, that's true.
Go look at the Ravens.
Atlanta.
It's perfect.
Atlanta's not a run-first offense.
Atlanta is run
That's
first.
another balanced team.
Oh, I don't know about that.
They're a 50-50.
Before
The Browns
Justin
are a
Fields figured it out,
50-50.
Atlanta was run. They were number 1 in the run. I mean, okay.
I just said what Chicago was.
Chicago is. I mean, they have to be. They don't let Justin Fields throw the ball.
Yeah,
Granted, he's throwing to nobody right now. So
Hey, Ryan.
What's he doing?
We had this conversation earlier.
Why? Wait, for
Because
what?
I told him next year Justin Fields will have a better completion percentage than Lamar Jackson had his entire career.
Oh wow. What?
Because I think
on.
Justin Fields is a better passer than Lamar Jackson. But
He is.
Justin Fields does not have an offensive line like Lamar has, nor does he have a Mark Andrews. Now, Ryan's argument is that he has Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet
come on.
is not Mark Andrews.
No.
I agree.
How is that that's your argument? That's a fight?
Well, he also
Come
says
on.
that Justin Fields has somewhat of a receivers that Lamar doesn't. I go, Chase Claypool's been injured since he came to the team.
Yeah, I mean that's
Darnell Mooney.
It's also
is,
Chase Claypool.
Is Darnell Mooney. I don't know what to
He's
call
been
him.
IR.
Right. Well, almost all year.
Okay, so you think that Justin Fields is going to have
A better completion percentage than Lamar Jackson, who is averaging around 62.
62.3 this year, 63.7 career. You think Justin Fields is going to have above that next year?
Yes.
I do too.
Just say Chipotle
I will
bet?
take that. I will take that. Chipotle bet.
Oh, you could have a couple bowls coming your way, Ryan, if you win this one.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I don't remember what we bet on last week. I got to go back.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet.
That's
Because
right.
it was the James Cook game.
Yeah.
You were betting Singletary over Cook.
Yeah, we never even got to that.
Well, you won't know until the James Cook game happens.
We'll never know. Anyway,
You'll never know. The NFL knows Ryan doesn't need Chipotle.
that's true.
All right,
Oh.
We're going to end the show here, guys. We're going to leave this one going. We did about an hour and 15. I don't think I have anything else today. I will tell you we are going to get into the Saturday show. It's going to be a fun, heavy show. There are games on Saturday. All 4 of us will be here. We will doing... Oh, you know what? That's what we didn't talk about today.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
We will be doing Bo's bets on Saturday.
We didn't do
We're going to be
it.
talking about Ohio, how they are now a betting state, and Bo's going to break down Betting 101 for some of you guys out there that may or may not know what's going on with betting. I know betting enough to talk about money line, over, under, and who's favored, but beyond that, you cut me out.
Yeah, it's
because
me too.
I don't know too much about it. Now, Bo, on the other hand...
Guru.
He can give you picks to make per game. He can give you picks to make per player. He can give you his best tandems. He can give you his best 5 picks.
Now, hold on.
Like, he knows all of these things when it comes to betting, so we're going to kind of lean on Bo when it comes to the betting
Now,
thing.
hold on. We're not saying you're going to be a kabillionaire listening to Bo. We're saying you're going to be a knowledgeable bettor.
I'm saying if you listen to Bo and learn things, you'll be in a good situation. But some of us here, our arguments might have better takes than what Bo bets on.
I agree.
But Bo also does make some good bets here and there.
Just don't be Johnny G and listen to the sheep when you're a lion. and then lose like a loser.
The 1 week Johnny listened to all of us
lost
when he was
horribly.
already at an 80% pick percentage money line, and he
I still went.
he ended up going like 9-6. You still
I
were
went
positive.
10-5 this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's this week. You didn't listen to us this week.
Yeah, I think Bo went 12-3 this week.
Did he really?
Yeah, because he picked Tampa Bay.
Gross. Dude's so good.
So, I mean, honestly, if you picked
Wheeler,
all the
we're
picks,
leaving.
if you picked all the expected picks,
Wheeler Wednesdays. He said before the show started you should show up, so that's cool.
He was
yeah.
here at
Hey,
the beginning.
Wheeler, if you want to come in on Wednesdays, you're more than welcome to come in. We'll take a guest. I have no problem with that. I'd like to meet you. I'd like to have some conversations with you.
There we go.
And Wednesdays we kind of struggle getting a full cast. So if you're able to make it in on Wednesdays, let us know, man.
Why not? Oh, there he goes. I'm down.
All right, I'll make sure that Steve keeps you in touch. That being said, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't think I have anything else for today. Like I said, Saturday's show is going to be somewhere between 9 and 11. You got anything else?
I got one thing.
What do you got?
God bless Damar Hamlin and his family. It is
prayers go out to him.
It's an unfortunate accident in a very violent sport. You can't say hazard of the job. But,
it is a hazard of the job.
But, I mean, it's an expected outcome eventually. So, God bless him. Prayers out. We wish him the best. We wish his family the best. I hope that he is not what is perceived, at least from smart people. But God bless you. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you. Stick with us. We're getting better. We know that. Look at this. Look at this behind me. That looks awesome. And we will see you guys Saturday.
Yeah, guys. I mean, we try to make this as fun a show as possible. We don't like to get this serious, to be honest with you. Ryan did it to me about 3 weeks ago. Got pretty serious for something that wasn't even relevant to football.
Yeah.
And Damar Hamlin's kind of relevant to football.
I mean, only a little bit.
It's one of those things where it's a conversation that needed to be had. There's a lot going on with football, and this is going to screw up a lot of people's Super Bowls. And for all of those that need to adjust their Super Bowls, I say tell your team, suck it up, play your game week 18, and deal with it personally.
Yeah, you're not going to steal a win, Daibo.
So that's just how I feel in this situation. And we have a dynasty league, and they actually agreed to split the pot, which is a huge pot.
Yeah, hey, Johnny G, how'd that go?
Which kind of shocks me.
Yeah, I was surprised when I jokingly said to split it that he responded today to actually split it.
He wasn't joking. Listen, you're not
I
fooling.
was joking.
You're not fooling anybody.
So,
all right.
That being said, I hope you guys all have a good week, and we're gonna have a great year. We got we have 104 episodes to go, or 103 episodes to go for this year. 2 a week. 52 weeks.
I love that.
All right, guys. So I hope you guys tune in and stay with us because we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's only gonna get crazier from here on out, and we're gonna have a lot of skits and some fun going up. I guarantee it for next year. Also, there's another thing I just want to announce for you guys. We are planning on doing a live draft, so if you guys want to tune in with us on the NFL draft, we do plan on doing a live draft.
Yeah.
We don't know how crazy it's going to be here, but we're going to do our best to do a live draft for that Thursday show.
It's going to be so fun.
Just giving you guys a heads up if you want to prepare for that.
Did you take those days off yet?
I took all 3 days off.
I'm going to have to do that.
All 3 days I have off.
I'm going to take Thursday, Friday off.
So you guys have a wonderful weekend. Johnny, you got any takeaways for the day?
No, just, just tell your loved ones you love them. You never know what can happen.
You never know when they're going to get hit in the chest, guys.
Call your dad. Call your mom.
So, yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you Saturday between 9 and 11.
Love you guys.
Peace
God
out.
bless.